May 25th, we believe, we are convinced, is a real opportunity for the people of Ukraine to express their will through the ballot box. And Ukraine's future absolutely should not be determined at the barrel of a gun. We all stand together, united, for the independence and sovereignty of Ukraine. And we don't believe that ballots that are marked in Moscow or referenda directed from there should decide Ukraine's future. We deplore today's violence and senseless killings. And the separatists who are very busy spreading fear and violence in Donetsk and Luhansk really need to answer the real call of the people of Ukraine, which is under the banner of "Let us vote." And that vote, the real vote, will take place in the election on May 25th. The other key step in the path to heal the tensions politically are the Ukrainian-led OSCE-supported national dialogue and the roundtables that are to take place across Ukraine. These will focus on decentralization and constitutional reform. And the United States very strongly supports this process. We're in constant touch with the OSCE itself, with Foreign Minister Steinmeier and others, and with Foreign Minister Lavrov of Russia in efforts to try to encourage this process to take hold as fully as possible, as fast as possible. And we also welcome the OSCE's appointment of a veteran diplomat, Walter Ischinger, Ambassador Ischinger, in order to serve as the mediator in that process. So let me be clear. We expect to see, want to see, and will work to achieve real de-escalation, disarmament, evacuation of occupied buildings in exchange for amnesty and dialogue. And that is what is called for in the Geneva Statement of the 17th last month, and also the OSCE roadmap. We hope that the OSCE will support the government of Ukraine in facilitating these steps as rapidly as possible. Finally, I want to welcome the news that our friends in the European Union have applied additional sanctions on Russia, Russian individuals, and Russian companies involved in the occupation of Crimea. The EU has made it clear that should the May 25th elections be disrupted in Ukraine, then there will be additional sanctions. So Russia, we would say, and we don't say this punitively, but Russia really does face a choice. And the choice is to allow the people of Ukraine to determine their own future without interference from outside, and with efforts by all of us to try to assist in de-escalating the tension, removing people from buildings, pulling back security forces, counterterrorism initiatives, all of those things, in order to give the people of Ukraine the ability to breathe through the democratic process. We also want to be clear, there are still threats to a Europe whole, free, and at peace. And because of that, our commitment to Article 5 of the NATO Charter remains ironclad. NATO territory is inviolable, and we will defend every piece of it. That's why we are deploying United States military assets to the region, and that's why the United States is encouraging our allies both to contribute to the reassurance effort that is currently underway, as well as to meet their NATO commitments with respect to defense spending and planning.